Welcome to the weekly roundup. Division 1 time, Das.
It is, TJ. Where do you want to head off?
I think we'll start at Caterer Oval, where the old collegiate battle was a one-sided affair, as we expected. Ross Trevor 18-15, 1-2-3 to Spocky's 9-3-57.
Go for Kamain. Mate bagged another 7. Fantasia with 5.
Jeez, Darcy looked at me with a bit of anger then.
I was wondering who was going to take it on. So, but Kamain and Fantasia, have a look at that. 12 goals, gee whiz. O'Malley Kamain, of course, with his bag, and Dematis in the bench amongst best players.
And for Spock, you had Allen with 3, Irwin and Trenorden both kicking 2. Allen, Fotheringham and Johnson were in the best for Spock.
Looking at the best players for Australia, you'd suggest, obviously, Kamain's got the supply. Will O'Malley winning the clearances. And you see the others flow through there. Holland as well, good footballer.
Yep.
And some of their midfielders hitting the scoreboard. Sharing it around a bit, Cody kicked 7 last week. They've got the other Gilby. They've got some weapons, Ross Trevor. Certainly my flag favourite at this stage.
Agree. One
team we have given not enough time to. Now they've beaten the team by 104 points. Perhaps we will. Tonight's the night. Port District 25-15, 165. Modbury 9-7-61. And again, some different names, so they get a good spread. Tell us about some of those names.
For Port District, Tiller with 5, Batty with 5 as well, with Williams with 4, Broome with 3, North East and O'Neill and Perry all kicking 2, with Tiller, Coulthard and Broome in the best for districts.
Yeah, just a couple here. So Fogden with 2, Gibson with 2, Burns with 2, individuals of 3 other players there with Bennett, Burns and Denmead in the best players for Modbury, but massive win there. But
that's a big win. That's a big win.
Modbury started so good in Division 1 and they are on the cusp of potentially being relegated if Spock finds some form. So, next one, gentlemen, we're going to have a look at, what are we looking at next?
The Falcons, mate.
Well, I was at this game and I saw it, so...
Yes. Take it away, Tommy.
Heads up,
I can't wait to talk about it. Goodwood Saints 11-8-74, Too Good for Payment 8-7-55. A 6-goal to 2 second half was where it was won. Payne obviously had 2 very good weeks and even a decent half, but couldn't sustain it. Goodwood would get the chocolates. God, it's just hard to get out. They probably won the midfield.
Darcy stroke.
Yep. Hughes kicked 4. He was the chief destroyer. And Barry kicked 3. He's a very good footballer. It was Hughes and Little Pinto running through the middle, who was a bit too slippery for us with Turner, Dempsey and Tuck. So you suggest they did win the midfield battle. For the Falcons,
Nick Jolly with 3, Agarastas with 2, and 3 other blokes kicking singles with Hanson, Jolly and Liam Davis in the best.
Yeah, so 3 big men in the best. So Payne probably controlled the air, but Goodwood Saints, when it was at ground level, just chopped us up a bit. And it wasn't good, but it was what it was. Obviously I stayed around for speeches later on. Got my best on ground envelope and still stayed for the A grade. Macca made an interesting point that not many people would have been able to put their hand up and say, I wanted my position on the day. And at the end of the day, footy is a game. If you win your one-on-one contests, you win the game.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. Been like that for 100 years.
Yeah, so you can have all your complications, your structures, your everything else, but if you don't beat the guy that you're next to, and enough people don't do that, you don't win the game of footy. There are intangibles, but it is a basic game when you think about it.
Keep it simple.
You get that odd-shaped ball through the big white ones more than the other blokes do.
Yep.
We didn't. Let's move on.
Okay. You all right? You over it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's tough.
Okay.
It's tough.
Now this is a big shock. Well, not a big shock. I've been saying for the last few weeks that these blokes are starting to really hit their straps or
come into their stride.
Come into their strides. Yep. Does. Prince Hour up at Perteringa over Prince Hour for an 11-11-77. Defeated Tetra Gully 3 goals 10-28.
We'll throw to Dust because he was at the game and he saw it. I'll just prefix it with Hosey reckons that the foot skills of PAC were as good as he's seen.
It was, look, absolutely. I mean, the pinpoint precision kicking just won PAC on the day. Just the 0-1-2, you go across the goals and they just hit the target every time. Bit of a scrappy game after half time. I think they just bottled it up and it was, umpire just had his field day with the balls up, but balls up, ball up.
Balling up.
Okay, anyway, so it was a scrappy game, but I mean PAC they played very well. I think they're just running out of defence into the forward line. They always, once they hit the 50, they always got the goals. So well done to PAC. And they're very fit too. Fit side. They ran out the whole game.
Gully's 310 was their kicking poor, or is it not a reflection? Sometimes
it wasn't a reflection. A lot of them were rushed. I think PAC were rushed them behind, punched through the goals. It was the tough pressure down the back line, and they were very good at it. So. But yeah, Seaballs with 3, Pitt with 3, Jolly with 2. Or they were probably one of the best players. Probably pretty hard to pick the best players of PAC with Gratz. By far, we thought he was the best player of the day. We picked him, Perryman and Castry. Then the Teacher Gully guys, over to you. So
4 Zach McKay and Pistol Pete Personos kicked individual goals each. Jake Huggy, good tackler, plays off half back, was their best. Nick Thompson comes off a wing, fast left footer. And Dylan Shilemaker's having a very good year.
A bit surprising Zach McKay didn't get the best. I thought, gee whiz, I thought he was by far even in the top 3 even, but obviously something these other guys must have done their job.
Yeah, maybe his opponent did some damage. He plays on a wing generally, so I think maybe say if Castry or one of those was floating through, they obviously had really good games, so that could have negated it. Yes, let's get on to the Hawks' Nest, where it was a bit of an upset. The final score doesn't reflect how much dominance Uni had. In the end, it was Salisbury North 14, 892, Uni 16, 10, 106. But Uni up by 5 goals at half time, up by 6 goals at three-quarter time. Pretty just made the scoreboard look respectable in the end, Salisbury North, didn't they? It was all blacks.
Yeah, certainly was. And for Salisbury North, Aegis with 5. Hay, Wagner and Solly both kicking 2, with Lawler, Aegis and Stengel in the best, and for Unidas.
Yeah, we've got the Language boys with 3 each, and spread around a bit after that with about 7 other players, with Noonan, Painter and Taylor in amongst the best.
Yes,
there you go.
That concludes the games of this week. Now, we're having a break in Div 1 when you probably watch this Thursday week, so it's not that relevant to you. So we have still got 5 games to go in Division 1. Melville leading the goal kicking, 4 clear of Pitt from PAC, so to keep you awake. Whilst Agorostus and Jolly on 35 and 34 respectively. And the ladder, gee whiz, it could almost be set. I guess Ross Trevor on top clearly, then Teacher Gully have hit a bit of a hurdle. Teacher Gully and Port Districts both 9 and 4, PAC 8 and 5. It's Uni, Goodwood and Paynham that still have a bit to play out there.
Certainly not Modbury, they're out.
Modbury are gone, and St Peter's on 4 points could get out of the relegation zone. Salisbury North with a couple of indiscretions have had 4 wins but find themselves on -3. Now let's get on to this week's games, gentlemen.
I can't remember North being in Div 2.
I think we had a discussion a few weeks ago. I remember in the 90s when I was playing for Walkies, Greg Phillips might have been the coach. I don't think they won the Div 2 Grand Final, but they were in the Div 2 Grand Final. It might have been 97, 96, 99, there you go.
About nearly 20 years ago.
Yeah, been in a brief club ever since. Spocky take on the Falcons at Caterer Oval.
Your boys have to win, TJ, this one.
Well,
I think they can. Obviously.
Zipping back to the ladder, there's 5 games to go. Paynham sit with 5.5 wins. I think they've got to win 4 of their last 5, and that still won't guarantee them. So, yeah, they're going to start.
They're going to start in Saturday week, though. I think. No win.
It's Saints. Peters, absolutely.
Next
now,
game.
Large Reserve, Port Districts take on Ross Trevor.
Game of the round.
Game of the round.
Yeah,
Probably should have been this was the last, but
first versus third, boys, and Port Districts have snuck under the radar, but there's plenty of quality in there. Batty, Heffernan, and they've been reinvented, Port Districts, and they're probably going to be a huge chance to win.
I'm going to tip them.
I agree.
Yeah, I think just at home. I just think they're
massive win last week.
Starting to find their mojo, their schnizzle at the right time.
The faux shizzle.
The faux shizzle.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to go against you boys. I'm going to stick with Ross Trevor. They're the top team for a reason. Good quality in that mob, and
Okay.
Modbury Sports Reserve. Modbury take on Adelaide Uni. I think Modbury a bit of a painful year. I think Adelaide Uni just getting their strides now. I wouldn't say the word.
I'm not sure if I can say this, but I hope Modbury win.
You just did.
Just quietly.
They won't, though.
They won't, though.
Uni have been really good the last month. And,
I think Uni.
I've watched Uni twice this year, and they've been quite impressive. Really good spread. They've got good on balls, and they've got some big new tools in this year who are doing good jobs.
And we head out to Park 9, where PAC take on Salisbury North. So even though Salisbury North are on the bottom, it's not because of wins or losses. It's what happened to them. So I was still going for PAC. They were awesome last week against Teacher Gully.
Yeah, you've seen it firsthand, mate. I don't doubt your judgment, so I'll take PAC as well.
Yeah, PAC Mousies boys for me as well.
This one's a bit of a big one as well. It's so Teacher Gully versus Goodwood Saints at Peteringha. Now, Goodwood Saints obviously found some form last week against Paynham. Goodwood have to win these games. We're expecting Uni to win. They have to win if they want to play finals football, and Tea Tree Gully just hit a roadblock after being, what, 9-1, were they?
Something like that, yep.
It's tough to call, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going only because it's out at Pertaringa.
Yeah, that's the thing that's swaying me.
Yeah, Tea Tree Gully for me.
Yeah, Gullies.
Gullies as well. Thanks for watching the weekly roundup. We'll be back next time.
See you later.
Bye.